Hey everybody, welcome in. It's time for another deep dive, and you know this one's all about real estate, specifically Buckeye, Arizona. You've probably seen the headlines. I mean, this place is booming. We're talking an 8.6% population jump
Yeah.
just in the last year.
Incredible.
I mean, that's wild.
It is. It's like,
That's like the entire city of Tempe just
yeah.
ticking up and moving to Buckeye.
Right. And it really is a complete transformation. I mean, what people used to consider kind of the outskirts, the boonies almost of the valley, is now this like hub of growth.
Yeah, I mean, and for a lot of people, that's great news, right? Like if you're looking to kind of get in on that.
Right. And just part of that energy.
Exactly. But,
Yeah.
for some folks, all this growth might be happening a little too fast. And
does happen.
what if you're in a situation where you need to sell your house quickly?
Right.
I mean, life happens to all of us,
Absolutely.
whether it's foreclosure or maybe you're going through a divorce
Mm-hmm.
or even just needing to relocate for work. And then suddenly you're dealing with an inherited property
Yeah.
you weren't expecting. Things can get really complicated really fast.
Absolutely. I mean, the traditional way of selling a house can be daunting, even in the best of circumstances.
Right.
But when you add in those life stressors, it can feel really overwhelming.
Yeah, for sure. And that's why we're here. If you're in Buckeye
Yeah.
and you need to sell your house quickly without all the hassle, head over to sellthathousetowe.com. We can get you a cash offer in 24 hours, no repairs needed, and absolutely no fees. That's sellthathousetowe.com. And it can be a real lifesaver when time is of the essence. But I want to get back to talking about Buckeye. What is it about this place that's drawing in so many people?
Well, Buckeye offers something that's becoming more and more rare in the valley, and that is affordability. People are getting priced out of Phoenix,
Oh.
and they're looking for more space, a little more breathing room, and Buckeye offers both of those things.
That makes sense.
Then you've got these incredible master-planned communities like Verrado
Oh, yeah, I've heard of Verrado.
and Tartesso
Oh,
that are popping up with amenities that rival
really?
some of the best resorts.
Right.
Pools, parks, golf courses.
Does that sound kind of idyllic?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And it's not just about luxury living either. Buckeye is attracting families from all walks of life. We're seeing this huge growth along Miller Road, and new schools like Verrado High School are being built to accommodate all the new students.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the energy out there. It's amazing to see how quickly things are evolving.
Mm-hmm.
But even with all this positive growth, I mean, selling a house through traditional methods can still be a real nail-biter, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Especially in a market that's moving as fast as Buckeye.
Think about it. You're looking at 60 to 90 days, sometimes even longer to close a traditional sale. That's 2 to 3 months of keeping your house spotless for showings, potentially shelling out for costly repairs, not to mention agent fees, all while dealing with the uncertainty of buyer negotiations
Oh, yeah.
and the fear that the deal might fall through at the last minute.
Yeah, and that's a lot to deal with,
It is.
especially when you're already juggling everything else that life throws at you.
Right.
Imagine going through a foreclosure and then having to wait 3 months
Yeah.
to sell your house, or navigating a divorce and trying to coordinate showings and repairs with your ex.
Yeah, it's not a recipe for peace of mind.
Not at all.
And that's where a cash offer can really make a difference.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect place to transition to part 2. We'll be right back after a quick break.
I mean, it really is a completely different situation when you can just get that cash offer.
Hmm.
And get it fast, and that's what we specialize in. I'd sell that house to me. We get it. Life throws these curveballs, and sometimes you just need a way to sell your house quickly without having to jump through a million hoops.
Right, it's about having options.
Yeah. When you need to move quickly, a traditional sale just isn't always feasible.
Right.
Companies like ours can close in as little as a week.
Wow.
You don't have to worry about repairs. You don't have to worry about staging. No open houses. None of that back and forth with buyers.
Yeah, you just want to get it done.
It's a straightforward process. It's designed for speed and certainty.
Yeah, peace of mind.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about. And we've seen firsthand how much of a relief this can be for people. We worked with Sarah, who was going through a divorce over near Sundance Park, and she needed to sell her house fast. And we were able to get her a cash offer and close in 6 days.
Wow.
And then there was Mike. He was relocating for work, and he just didn't have the time to wait for a traditional sale. A cash offer meant he could move forward with his life without that added stress of selling his house.
Absolutely. I mean, these are just two examples, but they really illustrate the power of having that flexibility and that speed.
Yeah, and, while a cash offer might not always be the absolute highest price you could get for your house.
Right.
Sometimes that peace of mind, that speed and flexibility is priceless.
It really is, especially when you're dealing with a challenging situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we've talked a lot about the boom, all this exciting growth and new developments.
Yeah.
But what about the other side of Buckeye?
Yeah.
What about those people who are looking for something maybe a little different than that master planned community life?
That's a great question. And Buckeye really is this blend of new and old. It's not all just shiny new developments. You've got areas like downtown Buckeye and Sundance Park, places with real character and history that retain that classic small town charm.
Yeah.
So it's like this really interesting mix. You've got that energy, that excitement of all the growth. But then you also have these pockets of history and established communities that offer a different kind of appeal. Exactly. It's what makes the Buckeye market so dynamic, so intriguing. It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of place. It really does have something for everyone.
Which is probably why we're seeing such diverse interest in the area. But, that also means that understanding those nuances is really important for sellers. It's not just about knowing the market as a whole. It's about understanding the unique character of the different neighborhoods.
Right.
And what buyers are looking for in each of those pockets.
Absolutely. And that's where having that local expertise can make all the difference.
Yeah. And that's something we pride ourselves on. Sell that house to me.
For sure.
We live here, we work here, and we know this market inside and out. From Skyline Regional Park to Festival Foothills, we're familiar with the different neighborhoods, the types of homes that are in demand, and the factors that influence pricing in each area.
And we use that local knowledge to make sure that every offer we give is fair, it's competitive, and it's tailored to that specific property. And the seller's situation, whether you're in a brand new development in Verrado or a more established neighborhood like Sundance Park, we can help you navigate the process and get a cash offer that makes sense for you.
And sometimes just having someone who understands the market and can just explain your options clearly. It can be a huge relief. We get it selling a house. It can be overwhelming, especially in a market that's as dynamic as Buckeye. So if you're feeling lost or you just want to explore your options, remember you can always visit sellthathouse2me.com. That's sellthathouse2me.com. Get a no-obligation cash offer. See what your house is worth and get the information you need to make the best decision for your situation.
It's a great way to just kind of dip your toes in the water, see if a cash offer might be the right fit.
Yeah, no pressure.
Just information and support.
Exactly. All right, so let's recap what we've covered so far. The Buckeye market is hot. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
It's on fire.
And that creates exciting opportunities, but it can also be a bit of a wild ride, especially for sellers.
Yeah, traditional sales can be time-consuming. They can be costly, and they're definitely uncertain.
And when you factor in potential repairs and staging and agent fees and the ups and downs of the market, it's no wonder that a lot of people are looking for a simpler and faster way to sell their homes.
Right, and that's where a company like Sell That House to Me comes in. We offer that faster, simpler alternative.
Cash offers.
No repairs, no fees, no waiting around for months.
It's about taking the guesswork and the stress out of the equation.
Absolutely. It's about giving sellers more control, more certainty, and a path forward that aligns with their individual goals. And timelines.
So we've talked about how great cash offers can be, especially with people in tough situations. But it's important to acknowledge that you might not always get the absolute top dollar for your house when you go that route.
Right, that's true. As a company that buys houses for cash, we do operate as wholesalers, which basically means we purchase properties at a slightly lower price point than you might see on the open market. We then, make any necessary repairs, get the homes ready for resale.
But I mean, for a lot of people, that difference in price is more than made up for by the speed and the certainty and just the convenience of a cash offer. No showings, no repairs, no waiting for months and months for a buyer to come along.
Yeah, it's about finding that balance. What works best for you? What are your priorities? And that's what we encourage everyone to. Weigh your options, consider your own circumstances, and choose the path that brings you the most peace of mind.
And we've seen time and time again how a cash offer can can really be a lifesaver for people who are facing these really tough situations. Whether it's foreclosure looming, or a divorce that needs to get sorted out, or a job relocation that requires a quick move, or even just suddenly having to deal with an inherited property that you weren't prepared for.
Yeah, life happens.
It does.
And it's not always pretty.
And a cash offer can just provide that breathing room, that chance to move forward without the added burden of a traditional sale.
It's about taking control of your situation, choosing the path that aligns best with your personal goals.
And that's what we're all about. At Sell That House to Me, we're here to help you navigate the Buckeye market, whether you're in a brand new development or an established neighborhood, and just provide you with a fair, straightforward option that takes the stress out of selling your house.
Yeah, we're local, we know this market, and we're committed to making the process as easy and transparent as possible.
So if you're in Buckeye and you're thinking about selling your house, don't let the boom leave you behind. Take charge of your situation, explore your options, and get a fast, fair, no-obligation cash offer from Sell That House to Me. Visit sellthathousetome.com. That's sellthathousetome.com. And see what your house is worth today. It could be the solution you've been searching for.
And remember, whether you choose a traditional sale or a cash offer, understanding the dynamics of the Buckeye market is essential. Do your research, consider your individual needs, and choose the path that best fits your goals. Good luck and happy selling.
That's it for this deep dive. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.